Welcome back, everyone. I'm Setharoth, and today we are continuing our deep dive into the Phenderix spell mods. Today we're going to be having a look at the spells for darkness, which is based off of illusion, and obviously destruction spells that are called elemental spells. Brand new category of spells added in to make your playthrough ridiculously OP. You will find out. So, first off, we're going to need our lovely assistant, as always. And then we're going to go ahead and throw in the Mind Ripper. This is your apprentice level darkness spell. Telekinetically intrude into the target's mind with dark spirits to instantly make them believe they are being attacked by a tentacle. Eee. Rips apart a target's mind to cause 8 damage per second. Does extra damage at close distance. Oh, that's a nice... It's interesting that the illusion spell would do extra damage at a close distance. Oh, that's damage over time. Interesting. Okay, what's the range on this thing? That's actually not bad as far as the range is concerned, and it does more damage when you get up close. Good to know. And the whole body sprouting man-eating tentacles thing is a nice touch as well. That would creep me the hell out for sure. Ugh. Yeah, that would not be fun. All right, let's jump up to one of the adept spells. This is the Corrupted Cloak. And I need to remember which hand in which I have this set. Okay. The Corrupted Cloak, for 120 seconds. Opponents in melee range take 7 damage per second as dark spirits radiate from the caster and invade their minds. That is the wrong button. That is the right button. Oh, that's... Wait. Did that spell? No. Okay. Oh, we're going to need an actual bandit. Okay, one sec. There we go. The cloak spells are fun, because it's just like, hey, all I got to do is dance. Dance and let the cloak do its work. Succumb to the cloak, sir. Oh, wow, that was epically timed. Churl died just when he did. Nice. Okay, so, good to know that it doesn't hurt your allies from the get-go. That's useful. It is nice that you have a darkness spell that you can just wade into battle with, because as we're about to find out, there are certain effects that can be added to darkness magic. And you'll see what I mean once we get up to master level spells. Our next adept level spell is called Corrupted Flames. Overwhelm a target's mind with dark spirits that make them believe they are on fire. Darkness magic creates the illusionary fire that burns purple and then rips apart the target's mind to cause 20 damage per second for 2 seconds. I don't know why you're not just doing 40 damage out the get-go, but 20? Okay, that's an interesting choice, because you notice this was a concentration cast, right? You keep concentrating, but it does 20 per second. So if you concentrate for 2, then it's still going to be in effect for a second after you finish casting, for an extra 20 damage. Not bad. That's interesting. So, it's an interesting take on illusion magic, that you would create magic that simulated the effects that you can already do with destruction magic. Does that make sense? Like, if you're going to develop a spell that burns things alive, why would you develop a spell that just makes them think they're being burned alive, but somehow still hurts them? I don't know. But on the plus side, that does mean for an illusion playthrough, you can actually do direct damage, which is hard to argue with. We're going to jump right into, well, Tentacle. Overwhelm a target's mind with dark spirits to make them believe they're being attacked by a tentacle. Rips apart the target's mind to cause 33 damage. Is this another concentration? Nope, this is... Oh, let's see if it's ranged first. Oh, wait. Oh, is that like the spit trajectory? It is... Okay, interesting. Oh, geez, you gotta be very precise with this. Okay, so like we were seeing with the poison magic, it uses the... It's kind of based off of the Churl's poison attack. Churl. Forsworn Falmer. Wow, my brain just left me. Little bugs that the Falmer like to use. Chorus, there we go. I promise I play Skyrim. Yeah, so the Chorus uses a similar type of attack. It's funny to be in a situation where you need to actually be aiming, like accounting for trajectory. I'm so used to spells that just directly fly at the target and just make my life that much easier. Next, we're going to jump into Corrupted Fireball. Overwhelm a target's mind with dark spirits that make them believe they're being hit by a fireball. That would hurt more. Darkness magic creates an illusionary fire, burns purple, rips apart target's mind to cause 42 damage. I have a feeling this is another target cast. And there you go. Wow. That's effective. Huh. Yeah, this is a different take on illusion magic, where I guess you just crank up the illusion to do psychic damage. Which is funny. I guess if you've ever played D&D and you use an illusion mage, some of the illusion spells, get into the target's head and makes them think they're being hurt, and then they take damage. Which is kind of an interesting choice. But yeah, so there you go. Now you've got, let's see, we've got a cloak spell, area of effect spell, concentration spell, damage over time, just about every form of damage you could want, all based off of illusion magic. So this is definitely something to consider for a thief playthrough, probably later on in the playthrough, because the lowest this starts out is with apprentice, but then it goes up to adept and expert. So this is probably mid to late playthrough. And then we get to the good stuff. So this is our beloved, oh, it's only a one-handed cast? Oh, this is going to be good. Alright, Darkness, Black Death. Overwhelm a target's mind with dark spirits. Make them believe they are on fire. Darkness magic creates an illusionary fire that burns black and rips apart the target's mind to cause 11 damage per second for 60 seconds. Ooh! Okay, this is definitely more of an area, damage over time focused build for sure. However, because I have the Phenderix little cheat code next to me right here on my other monitor, I know that you can add in other elemental effects. You can mix. This only works for the master level illusion spell for darkness, right? So this only works for Black Death. But if you combine it with other elemental effects, fire, frost, and lightning, beautiful things can happen. Come here, buddy. Die, 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 die. So we set him on fire while he was being illusioned. Alright, next we're going to go frost and see if we can get this effect to trigger. I don't want to tell you what it is yet because it's a surprise. That's assuming I can get it to work. This is supposed to, he needs to die within 12 seconds of the spell being hit, so that should do it. Oh, hi there! There we go. Yeah. Now we'll bring in another bandit. Yeah. Help me, Mr. Invincible Skeleton. That is a frost mage, my friends. Oh, geez, it only lasts 12 seconds. Okay. Alright, so that time it worked. So let's tempt fate and see if we can't get this fire version to do what we want. Whoa. Well, there we go. I saw him shooting fire. He spawned right away. Woo! Okay, don't know why it didn't work last time, but it seems to be you need to make sure that they are dying from the darkness magic, and then they die from the elemental magic before the darkness effect wears off. So the darkness effect here lasts for 12 seconds. When it actually... Oh, it's an area of effect! I love it! I just have to aim at the floor! Aha! Oh, I saw that. Ha! Okay. Oh, he doesn't have to die. Duh. Wow. Okay. We figured it out. It doesn't have to die. Once the dark magic interacts with an element of fire, ice, or fire, frost, or shock, you will automatically spawn your own helpful little, apparently, I guess he's supposed to look illusory because it's kind of see-through. But, yeah. So not only do you get illusion magic, but you get kind of a freebie conjuration out of that as well. I don't know. You know what? Let's find out. Let's summon Mr. Churl. And then see. I wonder if that's why the fire spell wasn't working before. Yeah. Let's just see if when we summon Mr. Skeleton... Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that's an extra conjuration. If you're not using mods to make you have a small army at your beck and call, you can have an extra little conjuration to pop up every time these two spells decide to shake hands. But keep in mind that skeletal reinforcement only lasts about 12 seconds anyway, so it's not too overpowered, I guess. I mean, what can an invulnerable summoned ally do in 12 seconds? You know, whatever. So that is the darkness spells, and it's only the expert and master level spells that will summon those illusory skeletons. So you'll want to keep that in mind. Now we can get into the elemental stuff. These are pretty straightforward, so we're going to go through them pretty quickly. The interesting thing about these elementals is, remember when we were studying Phenderix, how there are different spell effects, right? So fire creates a burning effect, frost creates a frozen effect, lightning, and so on. So these elemental types are designed to combine elements. So for example, we have the spell Firespark. It's a blast of lightning that does damage to both health and magicka. However, yes, it does fire as well. So it's doing both types of damage. So in this way, if you combine two elemental spells, you can technically mix all three, fire, frost, and lightning, on a single target, and then stack all of those extra status effects being interacted with. Or grab fire, lightning, fire, frost, frost, fire, and then mix that with, you know, either your poison or your darkness or your blood magic, whatever your taste may be. The introduction of these elementals gives you a lot more options for combining elemental types in a single combo. Whereas if you're just stuck with, you know, fire in one hand, ice in another, that's all you got. But in this way, you can add in 2 or even 3 different types of elemental attacks. So we're just going to start from the top here. We've got our lovely elemental Firespark. Where is our Dremora Churl? There you are. Firespark. Oh, that looks pretty cool. That is cool. It's the Ghostbusters beam. I love it. I was not expecting that. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I mean, it does bust ghosts, apparently. At least in this world, ghosts do die from lightning and fire. So, yeah, that is cool. I like it. It's like a, let's see, fire and lightning. It's like a Daedra Begone. Yeah, it gets rid of mages and anything that is weak to fire. Vampires! Aha! There you go. It's a Vampire Begone. Now I've renamed it. It's a Vampire Begone. I like that much better. Next, we have the Firespark Cloak. This only works for 15 seconds, but it does 12 damage per second. It counts as a conjuration, apparently. It counts as a summon, so keep that in mind. But we are going to go ahead and just dance around a little bit. Oh my, you hurt me. Good luck keeping up with my cloak. It does so much more damage. Actually, you know what? Why don't we try this? I mean, we're here anyway, right? So you got your Firespark Cloak that does 12 damage per second of health and of fire and lightning. And the Frostfire Cloak that does 12 damage of fire and health. So let's just go a little nuts. Haha! Can't touch this. Haha! So obviously, as a mage, running up and waiting for your cloak spell to kill someone is not going to be feasible in most situations. However, if you're doing a heavy armor build and you're popping these cloaks whenever you're in trouble, that could be fun. You could really punish something for getting too close to you, for sure. Keep in mind, if you're using Akatal's Recital from, I believe it's the Apocalypse spell mod, you can auto-cast cloak spells when you enter combat. Now, for these ones, they only last for 15 seconds, but the Darkness Cloak spell, for example, lasts for 2 full minutes. So there are some cloak spells that might be better suited for different situations, but the fact that you can combine elements and then combine the buffs on top of that, from like if I threw in water in one hand and then fire and frost in the other, so the water is going to be both steaming and frozen, and then all those status effects stack on top of the target. That just sounds like a good old time for me. Okay, let's bring our perfectly willing volunteer back. Next, we are going to examine Frostfire. Potent Gout of Frostfire. Oh, this should be cool. I'm going to go into first person. I got to see this. Oh, that does look fun. Wow. I don't even know what to call that. Burning Frost. It's like someone weaponized the CO2 canister you use to clean out your CPU. If you've ever used those, like compressed air in a little can. Because reaction that happens when you press the little button and squirt out the CO2 makes the can super cold. So it's like, I don't know, flaming cold air. I don't know. It's awesome. I like it. I like the extra effects. I'm still geeking out a little bit over Firespark. I get to be a Ghostbuster. I love it. Oh, that is so much fun. Okay, let's see. Did we already do Frostspark? Oh, we did not. No, okay. Let me reload my magicka here. There we go. Now I'm going to go out on a limb and say Frostspark is probably ranged, so hold still. Ah, that's subtler than I expected. But yes, it does frost on impact, and it's supercharged frosty lightning. Cool. I've gotten way too used to the Skyrim standard vanilla elemental appearances. Eventually I'm going to get into the magic overhauls where you're changing like the animations and what the spells look like and stuff. But for now, we're just going to enjoy the Frostspark Cloak for shock and frost damage, which technically you could inflict on someone in the middle of a blizzard by just poking them with an electric wire. So I know the Frostfire Cloak looks a little ridiculous because how are you going to freeze and then burn someone at the same time? But a Frost Lightning Cloak could totally, that could totally work. Yeah, just pour some liquid nitrogen on someone and then strap them to a electrical outlet and you'll get your wish. Okay, let's bring back our lovely little assistant there. He's very patient. He must be having some serious difficulties in the Oblivion to be volunteering for this treatment. But yeah, here we are. Alright, we have the Trinergy Cloak. For 10 seconds, opponents in melee range take 9 damage per second. For 10 seconds, opponents in melee range take 9 points of frost damage. For 10 seconds, nearby take... Okay, so we're looking at 9 points of fire, frost, and shock damage, all on one target. So let's go ahead and bring in our hapless little victim, because cloaks won't work on our churl. Oh, that... Okay, actually, that... In all fairness, that looks pretty cool. That is interesting, because I was looking at the other cloak spells, and they all have their own different looks and stuff. But even like the Frostspark Cloak, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's pretty cool. But this Trinergy Cloak, this looks like a master of. Honestly, if you were in a fight with a Daedra and suddenly it casts this spell and then starts running into your face, would you not be like, oh, run, 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 stay away, stay away? At least I would. I don't know about you, but yeah. So that looks cool. That looks like something a master of magic would come up with. Absolutely. Last but not least, we are going to look at Elemental Concussive Strike. Blast a single target with fire, frost, and shock for 90 damage. After 3 seconds, several explosions occur for a total 160 damage to a large area. We're going to save first because I have experienced some side effects from spells like this. So remember, this is concussive. This is like a mortar shot. So when you hit where the body goes is where that... Ooh, oh, that is cool. I like that. They were not kidding about all of the extra elemental effects. You get fire, frost, and that is an interesting solution for creatures that are resistant to a specific element, huh? I mean, technically, you could just strap on these bad boys, and anything you attacked would be vulnerable to something that you were using, like even Firespark. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you use Frostfire against a Flame Atronach, because the fire won't do anything, but the frost will do extra damage. Oh, that's a weird thought. Anyway, so that is what I am able to show you guys today. Let me know what your favorite spell was out of the whole mix. I really like the Black Death. I think that's a nice touch to have a short-term summon of an ally that can help you in a fight, just particularly because it procs when the two spells touch, not necessarily when the target dies. So it's actually something you could recast during combat against like a boss or something, rather than a conjuration that's supposed to stay for 120 seconds and it gets killed like 10 seconds in, and then you realize how big the boss is because you just soloed your Frost Atronach and now you're running for your life. But that's hypothetical situations. Never happened to me. No, 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 no. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite spell was so far. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel. and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.